Hey Sweet Friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maylene Call from Mrs. Call's Campers. If you're new here, I am a kindergarten teacher in Northern California. This is my first year teaching kindergarten. You can see all about it in this playlist right here with all of my vlogs. In today's video, we are going to be talking about end of the year activities, end of the year read alouds, and end of the year gifts for your students. I want to say right up top, thank you so much to Cricut for sponsoring a portion of this video. I'm going to show you how I'm making my end of the year gifts with my Cricut machine a little bit later on in this video. I want to get started sharing with you guys what I'm going to be reading and what I'm going to be doing. A 10-day countdown that starts on May 12th. I get butterflies every time I think of the end of the year, and I don't know how to process them. I don't know if it's like nervous butterflies, if it's like anxiety butterflies, if it's excited butterflies. I don't know. I get butterflies every time I think about the end of the year. So I'm going to walk you through my planner and kind of show you my ideas for the end of the year. Maybe you are in college and you want ideas, or maybe you would like something to look forward to next year, or maybe you are a last minute planner and you need some ideas, or maybe you're doing some of these theme days and you would like to spice them up a little bit more. Definitely share with me all your ideas in the comment section. Have you ever done any of these theme days? Let me know. Okay, here's my planner. Starting on Wednesday, this Wednesday, we're doing parachute day. And then a couple of activities are planned for that, and then after that we are doing fancy day, and I want to go ahead and get my kinders graduation gowns and take pictures of them in them as well, because we have this really pretty like rose fence area that I think would be really cute. And then game day is Friday, and then next week Monday is going to be show and tell day, Tuesday will be magical day, Wednesday will be bubble day, Thursday will be slime day, and Friday will be beach day / water day that we're collaborating with first grade on. And then the very last week we're going to do camping day, which this is a day that I have kind of like fully themed. Like the other days we're just doing an activity at the end, but camping day is going to be fully themed. And then movie day, I'm not quite sure what that's going to look like. And then Wednesday's the last day. So this is the last day of the countdown, and then this is our actual last day. But here is everything I have planned. So those are all of the theme days. I did forget to mention my theme for the entire countdown is kind of an up and away to first grade hot air balloon theme. So tomorrow is Tuesday. I'm going to spend some serious time after school kind of transforming the room. It's not going to be big because I just don't have that much time, but I'm gonna do a little something, and I will film it here so you guys can see. But my countdown theme is up and away to first grade. I'll put a little graphic here of all of our theme days just so you have something easy that you can screenshot. Let's talk about books first. I do have a read aloud or a couple that I want to read each day just to kind of tie in the theme. We're gonna start the launch of the up and away to first grade with this book. It is called Who You Were Made to Be, and I'll flip you through, well, I won't flip you through all the books, but I will flip you through this one just so you can see. I saw this at Target and I was like, yes, perfect. And it's the hot air balloon theme, the pages. So again, this is going to be the first day of our countdown. So this is our craft for our parachute themed day. It is going to be put together with a string. So we're going to have the cloud. I may have them do like cotton balls and kind of stretch them out to make it fluffy if we have time. And then from the cloud there will be a string, and then the hot air balloon will be attached to the string. They'll color this. There will be the same string that connects it to this craft that says I lift others up when. So that is our little kind of writing activity. And then I borrowed this parachute from the first grade teacher. It's one of those multicolored big ones that the kids can play with and kind of get underneath outside. Next day is fancy day. So we are all going to dress very fancy. I'm gonna get their pictures in their gowns, and we're gonna read Fancy Nancy. We're also gonna do autographs on this day, which I know it's kind of a little early to do autographs, but like also it makes sense because you're dressing fancy and you feel important. I don't know. So we're doing an autograph book and reading Fancy Nancy. Here is the resource that I'm going to be using for our autograph book. This is from Crystal McGinnis. I'll try to have as many things as I can linked in the description box for you, just because I think that'll be helpful. Even the resources that I make, I'll probably put in the description box for you. So this is what the autograph book looks like. There's different covers, and then the pages are just super simple. Next up, we have game day. We are going to read Pig the Winner, which is a super funny book if you haven't read it before. It's about a very sore winner. I'll flip through really quickly and show you. And then I thought it would be cute to do kind of a mini author study on Mo Willems, who is just the best. So these are some of the books we are probably gonna read that day, and we might do a little comparing, contrasting, and just talking about his style. So I love my new toy. Are you ready to play outside? A big guy took my ball. Watch me throw the ball. And can I play too? I picked this up from Amazon, and I'm probably just going to wear black leggings with it. And then I got these little whistle gifts for the kids, but I'm probably just going to tell them to wear them around their neck and not blow it because of COVID. But I think it'll be really cute to have them wearing their whistles, and then when they get home, they can blow and play with them. So, and game day will be one of those days where we are kind of doing things all day long. So in the morning for morning meeting, we're going to start off by playing the candy bar game, which is kind of like, I guess I would compare it to like a Dirty Santa game. So we're gonna start off morning meeting, and I'm just gonna have like mini sized candy bars in the middle and kind of pick them randomly, and then they go and they get a candy bar from the middle, and then there's like a chance to steal. Just a fun little game, and then they'll put it in their backpack and eat later for a snack or something if they want. So just a fun game for the morning. Does it have to be candy related? No, but I thought it was a fun idea, so we're gonna do that. And then I kind of invented a little game based kind of on the Unfair Game, if you've ever heard about that. I'm calling it Lucky Zoo, so kind of like Lucky You, but Lucky Zoo, and I'll explain it here. But then more towards the end of the day, we're just gonna be playing games. So I have like a little golf set, I have a little bowling set that I got from like Michael's and other places. We have our free choice toys that they love. We're gonna go play games outside. I remember when we did St. Patrick's Day activities, they really loved the tic-tac-toe board, so I might make like a sports themed tic-tac-toe board where they have a clipboard with like 9 tic-tac-toe boards on it, and then they just take turns playing tic-tac-toe with their friends. And then I'm thinking of doing like a cup stacking game because that's really simple. And then there's this game called Fruit Basket, which I wrote down because I was looking up games and now I don't remember how to play it, but I'll link it for you in the description box, like the whole tutorial so you can see. The following Monday is show and tell day, which is pretty self-explanatory. I didn't really have a book for show and tell, but I do have this book called Rot, the Cutest in the World. My first graders loved this book. And I think this class will too. So it's about a little potato who does not think he's cute, but he ends up going in the talent show. So it's not really show and tell, but it is like talent show. I don't know. I thought it'd be a cute book to read for show and tell day, so that's what we're gonna do. I highly recommend picking this book up, by the way. After show and tell day, we do have a magical, mystical themed day, like a storybook, magical, all around just magic day. So our read aloud for next week, like our actual read aloud for literacy, is Not Quite Narwhal, which works out perfectly because this is one of the books that I wanted to bring, and I'm dressing up as a narwhal, so it's perfect. We're also going to be reading How to Catch a Unicorn. I flipped through this. I've never read it before, but I have a unicorn blow up outfit that I'm gonna do because I'm crazy. So I thought this would be fun. And this one we may or may not do. I do have an activity that I love that's by Happily Ever Elementary. Or I think this book I'm not sure we're gonna get to. I did this book in first grade. I talked all about it in this video with my end of the year theme we had for first grade, so check that video out. But it's called Happy Dreamer. I have an activity. I might get to it, I might not, but it goes along with the magical feel. Again, for Magical Day, when I was in first grade, we did this craft. I'll kind of put a picture here. And it was mostly focused on like, oh, what we're excited to learn in first grade. So I may do this if I have time. I think I will. I think Magical Day will be one of those days where I just have, you know, a majority of the day magic themed. The other thing I want to do is make magic bracelets. And if you watched my first grade vlogs, this is something I did like the first week of school, and I have a free resource in TPT that goes with it. But these are UV beads that glow in the sun and they change colors. So we'll make little beaded bracelets and then we'll go outside and we'll watch them glow. Or do they glow in the dark after you charge them in the sun? I think they glow in the sun, and that's why they're called UV beads. On Magical Day, I will be dressed as a narwhal for a majority of the day. It's super cute. I'll link the one that I got in Amazon. Look at the back. It has like a little tail. Super cute. I feel like I'm gonna be hot in this, so we'll see how that goes. It's been like 97, 98 degrees here in California. Then after we read How to Catch a Unicorn, you can't see it, but I'll put a picture of what it's supposed to look like. It's a blow-up unicorn suit, and this is gonna be like very end of the day because I have a feeling this is gonna be really, really hot. And then I'm gonna give them some like unicorn snacks. When I planned these theme days, I was not anticipating on giving my kids so many little things, but it just worked out that way, and I don't know, I kind of feel like I need to make up for the year that it's been. You know what I mean? So this is not, I don't want you to feel like you need to give your kids a bunch of things at the end of the year because you could do all of this without giving them anything. I don't know, I just felt like going above and beyond for these kids this year, so That's what I'm doing. Please don't judge me. Please don't say, oh my goodness, she's spending so much money. Because some of the things that I have that you'll see here in just a second were donated by my parents. So I didn't do it 100% by myself. After Magical Day, we have Bubble Day, and I don't have the book yet. It's actually at my house delivered, but I haven't seen it yet. It's called Bubble Kisses. So this is what it looks like. Now, for Bubble Day, I saw one of my friends post a recipe for giant bubbles. I would love to do this. I'm not sure I'll have the energy. We will see. I would love to do it. We're gonna blow bubbles outside, and that is Bubble Day. The next day I kept super simple, Slime Day. I don't even have a read aloud for it. I'll link the recipe that I'm gonna be using for slime in the description box. Once again, everything will be there. I can tell you it's made of Elmer's glue, contact solution, and food coloring, maybe borax, I'm not sure. These were donated by a parent in my class. And then we have Beach Day, which this was really hard for me to think of books that were beach themed and not necessarily ocean themed, because it's not Ocean Day, it's Beach Day. I'm starting off with one of my favorite wordless picture book authors. This is by David, I think you pronounce it Wisner, I'm not 100% sure. David Wisner, but this is Flotsam, which again, is it Flotsam? Flotsam? I don't know. If I butchered it, I'm sorry. This is a fantastic wordless picture book. And then just a couple of fun books. There was an old lady who swallowed a shell, and Pete the cat peed at the beach. And that Friday is Beach Day, which Kenzie, the first grade teacher, and I decided it would be great if we just combined our beach water days together. So that is something that the kindergarten and first graders are going to be doing together outside. I did have a parent donate some wonderful Otter Pops and enough blow up beach balls. These are from Amazon. Again, I will link everything for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these beach balls kind of scattered throughout the room. And I'm not going to tell the kids like they're going to get to take one home, but they're all going to get to take one home. I need to probably start blowing these things up now, honestly. But Beach Day is another one of those days that's gonna be like full beach theme. So we're gonna be doing summer/beach bingo sometime in the morning. We're gonna be doing like a dolphin watching or something, maybe like a whale watching. I think dolphin watching would be fun. I need to find a link for that. I have this summer bucket list craft in writing that I wanna do with them that I'll show you here. And then I wanna do some kind of beach themed directed drawing, but have them like paint on glue at the bottom and sprinkle sand on top. I'm not sure what the drawing will be, but I might just make it up, but some kind of beach themed drawing. And then we'll do Water Day, and then after we do the beach water day outside, they'll eat their Otter Pops and kind of dry off in the sun, because again, 97, 98 degrees outside. I also had a parent donate Capri Suns for this day too. And then we are in the last week of school, so that Monday is gonna be camping day because I thought I might want to do something a little bit extra to the room. Honestly, I probably won't have the energy. I spent so long trying to find a good camping read aloud. There is one that the first grade teacher has that I think would be a good one, but I ended up deciding to read Unplugged, which this is a book that Maura got me. I think it was for Teacher Appreciation last year or 2 years ago, but this is perfect for a camping theme, Unplugged. It's all about this cute little robot who gets unplugged and has to be outside. So I think that's a perfect, I don't know, it kind of goes with the theme. It's not necessarily camping, but there's not really that many great camping books, so Unplugged works perfect. I also bought a really big TPT pack that I will link in the description for you. We're gonna be doing camping bingo. And then I have this idea to do a little fire painting. I'll try to put a picture of my inspiration up here so you can see, and then I'm gonna do the little stick with a little cotton ball for like the marshmallow in the fire. They're gonna have little fire handprints. It's gonna be super cute. And then I bought a pack on Teachers Pay Teachers that has a ton of things that I'm gonna prep and do because it's the last thing I'm gonna do for the year. I'm just gonna do it. It's a lot of work, but I'm just gonna do it. So there is a letter sort, there is a rhyming puzzle. My students are going to be in the library with little finger lights. That's going to be like our center time. So they'll have the letter sort, the rhyming puzzle in the library as their center rotations. And then at my table, we're going to do the fire painting. And then after lunch, we're going to do a flashlight right the room with some camping themed cards. And then we're going to do a little camping writing. During our math time, we're going to do centers. At my back table, they are going to do marshmallow pattern making. Again, I'll put a picture right here so you can see, but they'll just have marshmallows and paint and just make a little pattern back here with me. And then they'll have a s'mores number match, and then a bear hunting game, and then a fishing for numbers game. All things I have to prep, but again, last thing I'm going to be doing for the year. And then probably a directed drawing. I'm not sure. But the whole day is going to be camping themed. Again, all this donated by parents. So we're also hopefully going to be making solar ovens. You just make them out of pizza boxes. I'll put a picture right here so you kind of know what I'm talking about. I need to remember that weekend to get pizza boxes so we can do the s'mores. After camping day, we have movie day. And I was like, I'm not sure what movie to even watch. And Kenzie was like, you should watch Up. And I was like, you are a genius because it goes with the whole hot air balloon theme. So I had a parent donate actually individual bags of popcorn, which is great. And then a couple of like drink options for the kids. And then it is the last day of school. So at the beginning of the year when we were online, I actually read this book to my class. I don't know if they'll remember it. I think they will, but I thought it would be sweet to read it to them at the end of the year too, because it talks about how we are a family and we'll help each other learn and grow. And my school only has 1 grade per teacher, so my class is going to travel with the same group of kids for a while. So I think it's still relevant, and I think it's a nice like full circle moment. And then I'm gonna be reading this book, I Wish You Happiness, which is just a really sweet end of the year book. And then this next book isn't part of my theme days, but I wanted to share it with you in case you wanted to steal my idea. So there's this book, Be You by Peter Reynolds, which it kind of goes to the hot air balloon theme right here. And it was really special, and I thought about recording myself reading it and like playing it to them at their graduation. And then I was talking to the 1st grade teacher, and she was like, oh, it would be so cool if you had other teachers read a part of the book. And I was like, that is a fantastic idea. So over the course of this next week, I'm gonna try really hard to get a bunch of teachers to just read like a page in the book, because my students at some point or another are gonna have all of these teachers, and they see these people and they're with them, not even just teachers, but like support staff, everybody. I don't know how many pages there are, but basically I wanna get as many people as possible and then record them reading the book and play it at kinder graduation, because I think it would be really, really sweet. So that's my idea. Okay, it is Tuesday, it is after school, it's way after school. I already know I'm gonna be here all night, but I'm telling myself that because the transformation is gonna be up for multiple weeks, it's okay to spend like a few hours on it. I picked up some things from Dollar Tree. I'm not 100% sure on the vision. My school doesn't have a ton of like colored butcher paper, so I grabbed a few tablecloths. I have this stuff for added effect. So I'll give you an overview of the room. Okay, so I do need to clean it up just a little bit. This is what it looks like now. I have the butcher paper in here. And again, I'm not really sure about what my vision is. I have all my Cricut stuff over there because I figured it'd be out of the way. Also, Kenzie is getting a ladder. So helpful. So we're gonna start by taking down these lovely anchor charts that we've used all year long now, just because I want to have like some kind of cloud effect going on, and I think they'll just be in the way. So they've been useful, but time to go. We were working on this, but I think now we're gonna cover the lights with some of this blue tablecloth.
I'm kind of wondering if we could get a 1 across 2 of them and not have to cut it, because then it would just be a long continuous blue.
That's how I envisioned it, but I don't know if I'm not. Yeah. To be like that and like put it in the middle, that would work, right? If mind pulls it out. Yep, that's perfect for where you are. Yep. It's kind of hard to tell on camera because they're very sheer. They're like a light blue in person, but this is what 1 looks like. Okay, so the tablecloths are officially up. Again, it's really hard to tell in here, but in the room, it looks super cute. So now we're gonna go back to this hot air balloon that we haven't quite figured out. Okay, here's how the hot air balloon turned out. It probably took us an hour to do this, honestly, so sad, but we were figuring out the mechanics of it. It was a lot to deal with. So it's all push pinned in, like there's push pins hidden all throughout. And then we took a rubber band at the bottom, a little rubber band, and then push pins, and then we stapled the string underneath, and it's holding this basket because Kenzie had the brilliant idea to use a basket for it. And we put up a little pendant banner over here for some extra flair. Okay, we have our first cloud. She's super cute. What we ended up doing was cutting a bunch of clouds at one time. So I just made like a little sketch, cut them out, and then we stapled 2 of them together. We stuffed a little bit of the leftover paper from the edge inside, and then we hole punched and stapled the string. Okay, it's the next morning. As you can tell, I look refreshed even though I did not get very much sleep last night. Everything's set up in the room. I'll give you an overview. I have a couple more things that I need to like try to get up. And really I don't need to, but I'm gonna try to do it while I'm in the mindset of decorating. Wait, turning on the camera and seeing that hot air balloon in the background? Super cute. Okay, so I want to show you what the room looks like. It is after school. We started our countdown. That's okay, but it looks super cute because I don't know if you can tell, but there's these little hot air balloons that we worked on today hanging up. Here's a couple of pictures of the process. I literally just had them paint on glue, stretch out some cotton balls, we colored a hot air balloon, and then we did like a little writing piece to go with it that basically says, "I lift others up when." So it's super cute. Let me show you. Here's what the room looks like from the front. Honestly, super cute, and the little hot air balloons make such a difference. So over here is our big hot air balloon. And then over at the front, we have this bulletin board. Here's a better view of that. I wanted it to be like blue and yellow and pink, but I only had pink cardstock left, so I used my Cricut to cut that out. Our beautiful hot air balloon, our Anchor chart from the activity, and then the rest of the room. So cute. Honestly, my room is pretty big, so I feel like it's a little bit harder to make a statement with things because it's so big. And due to the fact that this transformation is going to take us through the end of the year, it's not going to be up for just a day. I didn't want to take butcher paper or anything and like cover the walls like I'm sure you've seen a lot of people do for transformations. I still wanted us to be able to use our room as much as we could, but I just wanted to add a little extra flair to it. So the kids were crazy excited to come in this morning and see it. One of them was like, "We're in the sky." Now I want to show you my students' end of year gifts that I'm making. Thank you again so much to Cricut for sponsoring this part of the video. This is the project. It says "Work hard and be kind," and it is a custom pencil case. I was playing around with this holographic iron-on, which I think is super, super cool, but it's just this little pencil case, and I can link everything for you below. I'll even link the file that I used to create the pencil case for you too. So my favorite thing about my Cricut is that it is so easy to use. I made a ton of projects my first year teaching. It's very straightforward. You basically just turn it on and it's ready to go. Anybody can do it. So if you're someone who's afraid of using your Cricut, please don't be. I'm gonna walk you through exactly how I make these today. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because I know you've heard of Cricut. It's usually like the #1 thing that's at the top of a teacher's dream sheet. You can check the description box for a link to grab a Cricut, or if you are a parent or you know a teacher who's graduating, this would be the perfect gift because they're gonna get so much use out of it, and also every time they use it, they're gonna think of you. It's gonna be one of those things they have for a really, really long time. So anything that makes their life easy, convenient, teachers are all about. So here's my little Cricut station. I'm doing it over here because the plugs behind my bookshelf are super easy to access. So I have all of my little pouches in here. I've already done this one. You can't tell it's holographic on this side, but I'm gonna do a couple more holographic ones, and then the rest are just going to be plain. I think it'll be helpful if I give you a short little tutorial. So let's do it. So here is a super quick visual to help you see how I made these pencil pouches. Like I said earlier, Cricut's Design Space is going to tell you exactly what you need to know. It tells you where to put your material. It reminds you to change the settings, whether you're using iron-on for t-shirts or vinyl for your labeling or cardstock for your bulletin boards like I did. It's all just changing a simple setting, so it makes you feel kind of like you're a professional without having the training. I think these came out super cute, and again, all the info is in the description box for you. Make sure you check that out, and also if you decide to make these, please let me know. Please tag me on Instagram because I think that would be the coolest thing ever to see you guys make these. So now I just need to make 20 more because I'm probably going to keep the one that I made. Okay, I'm going to make 20 more of these, which sounds like a lot, but honestly, this is way more meaningful than me just going and getting them like a little thing of slime and giving it to them like I did my first year of teaching. And honestly, it's way more satisfying to me to do this for my kids. So you know. So a couple things, if you are new to Cricut, one thing I did when I was making this was I selected everything and I'm pressing attach in the bottom corner just so that when I go to print it, it doesn't try to separate any of the words to make the most out of the space. So for example, one of the things Cricut will do is it will try to make the most out of your canvas, no matter what you're using. So there is a better way for me to arrange this if I wanted to get more out of my vinyl, but I wanted it to be easy to transfer instead. So I just wanted to link all of the pieces together. And then when you go to make it, very important if you're using iron-on, you want to make sure that it is mirrored over here because you actually lay the iron-on down backwards. Honestly, having a Cricut is one of those things where it's just like so satisfying because looking at like that bulletin board that I put together in like 20 minutes, I'm like, wow, I did a good job. Like, I'm really proud of myself. And I feel like whenever you give somebody something that you make with your Cricut, they're like, wow, you made this? Half the time they don't even know it because it looks so good. So here are my other pieces. So I fit about 1, 2, 3, 4 pencil pouches on one sheet of vinyl, which is really good. But I'm just gonna cut these and then put them on my little canvas bags, which by the way, this is the Easy Press 2 that I'm using to make these pencil pouches. There's a couple of different heat transfer machines that they have. This one's really great. And again, super easy to use. The buttons, totally self-explanatory. I feel like one of the things that people are worried about when they invest in something like a Cricut is that they're not gonna know how to use it, but I promise you, anybody can use it. So I think I wanna do this pretty blue color next. It almost matches my nails. Yeah, we'll do that one. And again, you have to make sure that you put the shiny side down because that's the side that you want to be on your project. Like, you don't want to see this on your project. You want to see this. Again, just because I'm this person who's like, okay, I have to remember to do this and then this and then this and I can't mess up this step, it tells you right on the screen. Make sure mirror is turned on and iron-on material is shiny side down so you can't mess it up. So while my machine cuts, works for me, I'm gonna go ahead and iron on some more of the pencil pouches. So I'm making sure, actually, I think this is just about done. Yeah, so it's done, and you know it's done because it kind of pushes it back out to you, and then you just unload it like that. Really quick, a little trick that you can use when you are weeding, which is basically getting all of the little pieces out of the centers of your letters or your design, is you can keep something sticky with you, so when you weed it, you can just pop it off. I wanted to show you whenever I'm doing these, because these pouches have a little zipper, I'm kind of hanging it off of this little mat because I don't want the machine to get messed up with the zipper. So just make sure you're careful with your zippers. So I've got this one, I've got this one. Honestly, I think I could do this whole thing one-handed actually. And, yep, I can totally do this one-handed. Okay, and then flip her. 15 more seconds. So this one's already cool. I'm gonna go ahead and peel it off with one hand. Yeah, I can. Look at me. See, you can do this whole thing one-handed. That is so pretty. Hope this was helpful. Let me know if this is something that you would try with your students, or you know what, I even think this would be great for the beginning of the year too. So who knows, you might see me make some more of these this summer. So those are all my plans for the last 10 days of school. I tried to go into detail without making this video too long. Please let me know if it was helpful. If there's something you want to hear more about, let me know. I am going to be vlogging it, so if you are curious, stay tuned because I'm going to be telling you how all of this went in my upcoming vlog. The end of the year gift for my kids that you guys saw me make, I am going to be giving to them probably, I don't know if I should do it the last day or the day before the last day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. You guys are going to get to see how it all plays out in my upcoming vlogs. Who knows? Am I over my head? Am I not? It's going to be crazy, but also a lot of fun. I'm hoping. We just need some fun for the end of the year. I want to say thank you again to Cricut for sponsoring a portion of this video, and I want to say thank you to you guys for being part of the family. And if you're not, make sure you click that subscribe button. I love you guys so much. I hope you had an amazing year. Even more so, I hope you have an amazing summer. If you are in college and you are heading into your first year of teaching, make sure you hit me up. I'm happy to help and give any advice that I possibly can. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next vlog.